So now that we have just set up Neposmart in the garage, we are now back at the Neposmart app. In this video, we will go over the set of passwords that control the security of your camera and garage door controller, plus the different notifications you can set to alert you when your garage door is opened, closed, and when motion is detected. Since we've just set up Neposmart in the garage, let's verify that the garage controller works. So we'll start by viewing the video. Here you should be able to view your garage. The text at the bottom is a reminder to change your passwords, but don't worry, we'll do that shortly. One way to open your garage door is through your voice. First, shake the phone to initiate
voice command.
Then say, open the garage door.
Door activated.
And again, you'll get that recommendation to change your garage password. Alternatively, you can just simply tap on the top left garage button. And just like that, it should close. Now that we've verified the garage controller works, let's move on to the ever-important usernames and passwords. So let's click back to the main screen. Then click on the blue eye icon to bring you to the Edit Device screen. Now go to Device Settings. And finally go to User Settings, second from the top. Here we see 3 different passwords that have varying levels of control of the camera. You can think of them as 3 different levels of security clearance. But before I explain each setting, let's go ahead and change the usernames and passwords. To do so, simply tap on each field and input something new. Note that you could put special characters in your passwords too, so I'm going to put closed brackets in this one as a demonstration. And for time's sake, I'll just change the visitor password. Then, once you're finished, hit done. Now review your changes and definitely remember the administrator and garage username and passwords, because if you forget them, the only way to access your camera and control your garage is to factory reset it. In order to explain these 3 settings, it's easiest if I painted a scenario. This is you. Right now, you and your phone have total administrative control. Now meet your friendly nephew, Greg. He's an all-around good kid, donates to charity, listens to the Beatles, and recycles. He asks you how he too could open the garage door from his phone. So you tell him to download Neposmart, connect to the camera, and input the camera administrator username and password, the one we've changed before. Greg views the video and can use all the controls on the top and bottom, but he can't open the garage door just yet. He needs to know the garage/door username and password. And since he's a good guy, you tell him. So he enters that into the username and password field and is now able to open it. In essence, Greg needs to know both the camera administrator and the garage/door administrator usernames and passwords in order to open and close the garage door. Now, meet a different person, your new son-in-law, Jason. What was your daughter thinking? Oh well, he's living in your house now, but you want to give less control to him. So he downloads Neposmart, searches for your camera, but, contrary to Greg, you tell Jason the visitor guest username and password. Jason inputs them in and views the video. But he realizes that's all he can do. Notice how all the buttons are grayed out. Jason also realizes that he can't go to user settings and change anything. This is the visitor username and password. As a visitor, you can only view the video and cannot touch any of the settings. Now that you can open and close your garage door securely, it'd be useful if you were immediately notified when your garage door is opened or closed. That's where the notifications come into play. The app has 4 options that will notify you of the status of your garage door. The choice is yours as to which alert or alerts you want to implement. So you can either get an email, a text, or a push notification saying that your garage has been opened or closed. The Dropbox Sync is a little different in that every time your garage opens or closes, the camera will take pictures and/or a 15-second video clip and sync these to your Dropbox. Now let's talk about each notification in more detail and how to set it up. I'll first show you how to set up email and text alerts of your garage status. Starting from the main menu, let's select the blue icon. Then Device Settings. and then third from the top, choose email configuration. How the notification works is that you input an email that acts as a sender of the alerts to a variety of recipients. The SMTP server at the top needs to match your sender email address. In this case, you need to use a Gmail account. But what if you don't want to use the Gmail account as the sender email? I'm going to tap on the blue icon. Here, a menu for different email servers will appear, and whichever you choose depends on what sender email address you have. So, for example, if you're using a Comcast account, then choose the Comcast server, and so on and so forth. If you're using other mail SMTP servers not listed here, you can choose Other and manually enter the server, the port, and the SSL type in the previous page. Check with your email provider for more details. Since I'm going to use Gmail as the sender address, I'm just going to click on Gmail. Now input the email of your choosing into the email field, then its corresponding account password. If you want to receive the notification by email, simply enter your email address in one of the recipient lines. So my email alerts will be received by the Comcast and Live Neposmart accounts. So that's the email notification. Now onto the text alert. I'll input the 10-digit phone number that I want to receive the alert. Then I'm going to add a @txt.att.net at the end. This is because my carrier is AT&T. If you have Verizon, then you would add @vtext.com. If you have T-Mobile, add @tmomail.net. Refer to this website, emailtextmessages.com, for a complete list of carriers and their associated email-to-text addresses. So we've just set destinations for both an email and a phone number to receive notifications. Once you're finished, click Done. Now we'll enable door detection. Go to door/garage settings and tap on door detection to enable it. Now the app will be able to determine if the door is opened or closed. Alright, let's test the notifications. So I'm going to go back to the main menu and let's open the garage door. As a reminder, tap on the top left garage button to open it. And we will see a text message appear while it's opening. And there it is. Notice the subject line says open, right next to it the time in 24-hour format, and the date, December 28. And we'll also take a look at our inbox for the email notification. Again, we see the subject line is open plus the time and date, and if we open it, the email sends me a picture during which the door is opening. Note that the timeliness of these alerts depend on several factors, such as your email service provider. Anyway, that's it for email and text. Next up is APNS, or Apple Push Notification. The way it works is the notification is sent from your Neposmart camera to Apple, which in turn is sent directly to your phone. In order to get started, we first need to allow notifications. So go to Settings, then to Notifications. Scroll down until you see Neposmart. Select it. Then simply allow notifications and you'll end up with a screen like this one. Now you can decide on aspects of your notification, but I'll just keep the settings the same. Now let's head back to the app. Let's go back to device settings by clicking on the blue icon. Then device settings. Then back to door/garage settings. Now tap on push notification to activate it. And the dialog box simply reminds you to enable notifications, which we already did. So hit OK. Alright, let's test it. I am going to shut off the screen. I am going to open the garage from a different phone. And there we go. That is the push notification. Notice the alert says door open. Next to it, the date, December 28, and the time in 24-hour format. Underneath is the camera ID prefixed by the view dash. The text alert we set up earlier also shows up. And this is what the push notification looks like while you're using your phone. So to reiterate, this is just another option, a pathway if you will, for a notification to reach you. Now on to the Dropbox Sync. Starting from the device settings page, we'll tap on Dropbox Sync and enable Dropbox Sync. The app will tell you that you'll need to connect to your Dropbox account, so press OK and just wait for the Dropbox authorization message to show up. Press OK again and the app will redirect you to the Dropbox website. Now input your Dropbox account and click Sign In. Then press Allow. Clicking Allow enables your Neposmart camera to upload files to your local Dropbox. Now go back to the app and head back to the device settings. Then once you do, tap on Dropbox Sync. Make sure you have enough space in your Dropbox account, as noted by the Disk Available section. Now if you want the camera to send pictures of your garage opening and closing, then tap on Save Open Door Images. The dialog box reminds you to activate door detection, which we have already done. So press OK. And if you wanted to send a 15-second video clip, tap on Save Open Door Video Clip and click OK. Then once you're ready, click Done. So I'm going to open the garage door again and move to the computer to show you what happens. I'll first start by opening the garage door on my phone. As you can see, I've installed Dropbox onto my desktop. It's optional, but I did it because it's easier to demonstrate. And there we go. The app sends 2 images and this is the first one. Notice the image title says Door Open, followed by the date and time. And there is the second picture. The video clip will be coming shortly too. So let's take a look at what we have. I'm going to click on the Apps folder, then the Neposmart folder, then the Device ID folder. So there are the 2 images and looks like the video clip just came in as well. Note that the video is recorded only when you open the garage, not when you close it. Now, if I close the garage door, 2 closed door images will show up. If you're running out of space, then you can either remove the individual files or the entire Device ID folder itself. Do not delete the apps or the Neposmart folder, because the syncing will stop working. You can choose to implement any, if not all of these notifications, to maximize the monitoring capability of Neposmart, so you'll never accidentally leave your door open ever again. Look out for more tutorials that go further in depth with the features of Neposmart. But for now, thanks for watching.